but Tokugawa comes out, forms a line, and gets a devastating volley out, but they couldn't get the shots in, killing only like one guy on the Russian line. But the Russians have taken course and are pushing up on Tokugawa despite being outnumbered. But as you can see on the left there, Tokugawa, some of its rankers aren't exactly in the most disciplined state. Some of them are actually out of line. Some are at the back shooting. Russia's pulling off, trying to flank, I think, taking the road, taking the initiative, but they eat a volley right there, getting decimated. Their flags just sitting there. No one, I don't know where their flag guards went, but they're now gonna get pushed by Tokugawa. All they have to do now is just to pull. They can't manage to to win a charge, like, outnumbered like that. So they're gonna have to try their best to do their best defensive melee situation right here. Still with a 5-man outnumber, their flag gets sniped, and this might be the first cap of the game. Russia acted too cautiously here, and that's gonna cost us this flag here. Now, question is, is that Russian flag gonna run, or and they just gave that flag. Solid state for Russia. Now with a 6-man outnumber. That's really unfortunate for Russia here. They were a bit too cocky, and their flag guards, I think, hesitated there. I saw that flag got dropped, staying on the ground for at least 6 seconds straight. That is really unfortunate for them. Hopefully, second time's the charm, and they can get something against Tokugawa. There we go. Their flag just got capped for measly 176 points. They have respawned. They're not taking the road, trying to catch up to Tokugawa. I think they must have formulated something here. While waiting for their flag to get capped, Tokugawa sees this, now reorientates themselves, facing the oncoming Russian line on the road. They're really familiar looking uniforms there for those people that have studied the Russo-Japanese War. And now Russia's still coming up the road with the rush buff, getting a few chants off there. Hopefully they don't get massacred by the oncoming. Oh, never mind. They only Tokugawa got a volley off, but they only killed one man. Fortunately for Russia, that means they can keep pushing up. One guy manages to get his shot off. Not really disciplined on Russia's part. Tokugawa pulling away as if to avoid that rush line. Even with that 5-man line, a rush line can really fuck up your game if you are not careful. Chase continues while Tokugawa manages to run. They have one ranker AFK here. Russia still has their rush, but I don't know. Oh, and that rush just ran out. I don't know why Tokugawa is still running from this. They are obviously winning here with that manpower advantage. Russia both exchange volleys actually. I couldn't tell who had more effective volley, but Russia had 2 dead while Japan had no one dead. Russia reforming here, get their volley off. Japan's flag got dropped, probably changing hands. Tokugawa with a devastating volley, taking out 3 people all at once. Oh, and Russia just kicked someone off there. That's not gonna help their manpower shortage. They're now back to 6 men outnumber. But let's see if that superior Russian musketry can get them out of this situation. Tokugawa has fire at will ordered on all their troops right now. There we go. Russian musketry is starting to kick in. 1 guy dead, 1 flag guard down. They just ate a volley. Oh, and they're just organized. They don't know what to do here. They're all reloading. Tokugawa just staring at them. They might get a volley here and charge. Let's see what they do. That wasn't much of a volley, but all front row of Tokugawa got massacred. There we go. Both sides are going into the melee. Russia pulling off due to losing some men in the fight. Russian flag guard drops. Oh, I think this is the end for Russia. I think they have all their spawns dropped. I don't know what the Russian flag bearer is doing, but he's throwing the flag. Absolutely devastating move there by the Russian flag bearer. They, in my opinion, they should get they should get a new flag bearer after that one. That guy just looked at danger in the face, looked at the entire Japanese army, and just fucking died. I don't know if that is bravery or stupidity. I don't know. You be the judge. I'm just here to commentate. And now, that's the second flag cap of the match, and it's not been over 10 minutes, and that's 2 flag caps for the Imperial Japanese Army. And Russia complaining about that flag deliverer. Hopefully they got that sorted out. That's not good for them if that keeps happening to this match. In my opinion, Russia can get away with just farming points. This is not a big battle. This is just a 1v1. So it's entirely possible for Russia to use their superior musketry drills to absolutely just pelt Japan here. But Japan's playing to their strength. They're disorganized right now. I don't know what they're doing. They might be just memeing. I think they might just be memeing Russia here. They're forming a single file line right in front of Russia here. This might be some bad mouthing technique. I don't know. But Russia being brave here. They might be forming up here, finally using their superior musketry drills to finally snipe Japan out of its points. Segmented volley there by Russia, not really killing everyone in Tokugawa. Tokugawa doing the same thing it had done last time. Hopefully this might not be a repeat of a repeat here. Tokugawa engaging again, coming off the road, forming up, quite disorganized actually. Russia pushing up using the road to take initiative. Let's see what happens here. Tokugawa pushing up, Russia quickly forming up there. Let's see who takes the volley first. Tokugawa takes the volley first despite being the last to form up. Russia reforming right there. They're presenting. There we go. Good volley by Russia there. Took 4 people out. That can really help. Especially in a melee scenario. Russia is quite disorganized. They're trying to spread out, not eat Japan's volley. Japan, despite having the disadvantage in musketry drills, they have advantage in discipline. It seems every volley in this game has been quite spectacular. They're both sides forming up again. Tokugawa has the first volley. Russia responds. Russia not quite getting in their mojo this game. Despite some people might say Russia's not really winning the gun game today. Tokugawa, every volley they get, they take 2 people up. They take 2 people out. While not seeing that much in a melee situation, that's everything. Every man counts, especially if you're outnumbered, and especially if the enemy line is trying to block your spawns. Russia doing really well here. Russia doing the right thing rather by pulling away from Tokugawa. They do not want to be engaged in melee against the 25-man line as a 20-man line. They briefly got 1 guy on, but seems like he left, bringing back the 5-man outnumber. Russia reformed and commenced another gun musket duel here. Tokugawa taking the strange tactic here by taking cover behind the house. That's not gonna do their chant bonus any good, but that's gonna shield them from the Russian bullets that are about to pierce them. There you go. Russia gets a wonderful volley off, kills most of the entire Tokugawa front force. Some Tokugawa rankers are lost. They may be rambling. I do not know. But that seems like the case. Russia pushing up and forming up. There you go. That's their famous drills right there. Fortunately, they couldn't get enough people dead on the enemy side in that push, so they're gonna have to pull back and cut their losses. Tokugawa pushing up, reforming, and doing another wonderful volley, killing no one actually. Wow, there we go. I jinxed Russia there. That's unfortunate for them. They lost 2 people in that entire match, in that entire duel rather. Russia keeps pulling away from the Tokugawa death stack. They need to form up, regroup real quick, or Tokugawa is just gonna pepper them one by one. They can't pull forever. They are pulling straight to where the world border is, and if they keep doing that, they're gonna get encircled sooner or later. Tokugawa gets the high ground. Russia keeps trying to skirt around. Tokugawa abandons the high ground. Russia forms up real quick. Will be they able to get the volley down? There we go. Wonderful. They took out 6 guys there, but that's not gonna be enough. Tokugawa pushing up, even with casualties mounting. Tokugawa just called their rankers to shoot their shots. They're gonna go in for the melee here. I don't know what Russia is doing, but they are trying to delay, I think, for their respawns to get in. That didn't go too well. There's still some Russians in the front line, but do they have spawns? Yes, they do. I don't think Russia is gonna... the only thing Russia has to do now is try to get their shots off in one big volley to pepper the Japanese front line and take the initiative back. Right now they're getting pushed back to the world border. That's one thing you should avoid all at once. You're really close to the border now. If they keep the cheating backwards, they might find themselves in a really precarious situation. Russian commander managed to regroup the line, but will it be able to stand against the Japanese volley? Japanese volley absolutely decimated the Russians, killing 6 people, I think, on that count. But Russia is able to get away, but they're still pulling in the direction of the world border. Japan is doing a really good job trying to funnel them into the world border. Russia now just needs to pull right or left, considering they are this close to the world border. Japan is still hot on their heels. They're trying to reform here, but every second they stay here is every second that prolongs their death. There we go. Japan goes to the right, trying to snipe the Russian flag, but that backfired on them because now Russia can get away using the road. That's if they the only way Japan can retake the initiative is if they can snipe the Russian flag. Russian flag, I don't know what they're doing, but they're heading straight for the world border here. They're going right when they should have gone left. This is a really precarious situation for Russia here. They might be looking at a 3rd cap just on their tactical mistake. Japan is on the breath of Russia, but Russia still has a lot of rankers protecting its flag. As I said, the Russian flag got sniped by Tokugawa ranker. Will Tokugawa be able to capitalize on this? Russia's so close to their to Tokugawa rankers. I don't know what they're doing. Russia is going straight for the border. This is a huge mistake by Russia, but I don't think they can get out of this now. They could have gotten out of this 5 minutes earlier, but right now, they got their flag sniped by Tokugawa. I think this is the end for the Russian flag. I think this cements the 3rd Japanese cap for Russia. Absolutely despicable play there by Russia. In my opinion, they should have pulled right when they had the chance. Slowly whittling down the Japanese blob until they have enough points to win the match. But seems like that wasn't their commander's repertoire. But Russian numbers have dropped to 19. Russia's dropped to 19, and the Japanese blob is still going strong with 25 men. That exacerbates the Russian man deficit further. Still though, Russia has managed to bait Tokugawa into near their spawn. So this might be a really good opportunity for Russia to get one flag cap at least this game to lessen this thing of dishonor. Tokugawa formed a vanguard with their flag guards, but Russia just keeps pushing through with Rush. Rush really gives you that extra boost to just run down a flag where normally you couldn't get it, especially with the load movement speed buff. Russia is really getting Tokugawa here. Tokugawa might be. Tokugawa is going at the end of the road here. They are at the world border. They are at a really precarious situation now. This is the same situation that Russia has found itself in. Only now Russia's the upper hand due to the rush buff. Let's see if Russia can score a flag cap here. Can they? If they manage to snipe that flag once, they're in a really good position here. But it doesn't seem like the case. I won't jinx them though. It's not really over until it happens. Russia's being really dangerous here. There we go. Russia's rush buff just got just ran out. Now Tokugawa's countering them. Hopefully Russia manages to stave that off, and they don't. Russia is now pulling off hard from this engagement. They want to get as far as possible from that death stack. Again, they have to use their superior musket drills to just drill and drill and drill into the points of Japan here. They're doing the correct maneuver by pulling away straight back to their spawn just in case they die. They can immediately go back into Japan and try to cap them with rush buff. A feat they tried. And another kick by Nikita there. That's something. That's something there. 11 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. Points are at 28,000 for Russia and 29 for Japan overall. Japan has the upper hand here. They have their numbers actually dropped, so it's a 4-man outnumber. Let's see if Russia can do anything. They get a massive volley down. They managed to kill most of Japan's flag guards there, but will they be able to take? Oh, there we go. Russia's flag got dropped. Where are Russia's flag guards? Despite eating most of Russia's volley there, they managed to drop the Russian flag out of all things. Russia's flag guard just isn't there. They're probably sleeping. Russia should really get their flag bearers in check here, because that's really they had the upper hand in that engagement, and you just threw it away. Russian flaggers just throwing away their flag. These two guys. Looks like they're dishonorable. It's a those two rankers are still pulling away. God damn. Oh god. Okay, now some trash talking is about to start between these two commanders, talking about desertion and ranker desertion. If I recall correctly, SZK Gaming is one of the most trusted and veteran samurais of the of Japan, and he just left for the Russian line. And in turn, some of the most veteran guys on Komchomsky Kabernekli also left for Japan. It looks like it's a double-edged situation here. Both sides seem to be in the wrong, but I refuse to comment on that. I'm just stating the facts here. Tokugawa in the in a twist of hatred fury decided to chase both of the deserters from the Russian line and managed to execute them. Anyhow, Russia's back online. They have Rush. They're confident. Looks like they managed to fix their flag guard situation, and now they're going great. They just ate a massive Tokugawa volley, but they're still going strong with the rush buff. Rush buff just makes you eat lead like none other else. Japan holding strong here, putting out fire, independent fire against the Russians. The Russians are in a stagnant state, trying desperately to reform their lines and trying to respond to the Japanese hail of fire. Russia seems like their rush is coming down. Russia dropped their flag. and their flag guard picks it up in 5 seconds. Seems like Russia has not gotten their flag guards in check. And now, back to the musket duel. Both sides seem to have been in a stalemate. Russia is doing greater than Tokugawa, only by slightly, killing one more guy than Tokugawa has. Russia might be able to get a volley down. They got two people, which is really good. As I said, really good in this engagement. Russia is really using that superior musket drills to absolutely pelt Tokugawa. Tokugawa pushing up amidst the hail of bullets. Japanese flag got dropped. Their flag guard responding immediately. Russia pulling here to avoid the risk of another melee duel that they cannot afford. Russian commander seems like he has learned his lesson from like the past G caps, and has decided to go and play where Russia's strength lies, and that's their musketry. I don't think Russia can pull a volley off, so they just pull Tokugawa staggeredly pushing up and trying to desperately form a line here. They just managed to, Russia, seeing that, decide to pull off, not risk another melee point. Japan's flag just got dropped for 5 seconds there, buying valuable time for Russia to get away. Russia taking the load, of course, so they could get as far away as humanly possible from Tokugawa. Russia with Russia forming up a ad hoc line there, not quite getting the volley out, but still, bad volley is better than no volley. Russia reforming really quickly to meet the Tokugawa advance. They just managed to and got a substantial amount of fire into the death stack. Tokugawa reforms in a ragged line, does a well-disciplined volley, killing almost a quarter of the Russian forces. Russia manages to reform once again. They have to keep doing they have to keep doing pulling and firing maneuvers in order to get out alive and to narrow down the scoring here. But Tokugawa's too close though, so if Russia does that once again, they're gonna be in a whole heap of trouble, and it's gonna be the same scenario over and over again from the last time they were capped. Now Tokugawa is still advancing at a steady pace, almost like a serial killer. There's the fourth kick, Kanesai 30 by Nikita, the Russian commander here. I think Russia's far enough to where they can get away with forming. They form an ad hoc line here, but that's not gonna be enough to stop the Japanese countercharge that's still going on. And slowly but surely, Russia is thinning out the Japanese front lines with their shots here. It doesn't seem like Flag has any spawns at all. There we go. He stepped back a bit, used his fellow rankers to get out. There we go. Those were just Russian Rambos there that tried to get the flag, but seems like they were cut down by the active Japanese flag guards right there. And there's the fifth kick by Kanesai from the Russian side. I don't know what they have for him, but they really don't want him to play this game. Constant shots by the Russian backline as they absolutely desperately attempt to stave off that Japanese front line from ever reaching the vicinity of their flag, lest they lose spawns and lose their flag for the fifth time. Japan, almost exhausting their front line, decides to form up there and pushes up again, deciding that if they can't get the flag through charge, they might as well just form a couple of points, and give the Russians a few seconds to reform. And that's the sixth time now for General Spectacle this time, kicking Kanesai 30. I don't know how many more times that guy's gonna get kicked, but he's gonna get kicked nonetheless. The moment he fucking gets in, he immediately gets kicked. So it seems like Russian High Command is more active at kicking that person than picking up their flag. Wonderful experience. And it seems like Tokugawa has Russia cornered in this corner of the world border. It seems like their flag is kicking out. Russian flag's absolutely freaking out right now. He has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And like Santa Claus, he's gonna fucking meet you in Santa Town. Russian flagger is absolutely trapped. He's surrounded by the Japanese flaggers, securing the fifth captor. And Kensai has been kicked by Joe Spectacle again. That's the 7th time for your viewers out there. If you're following along, that's the 7th. That's the 7th time Kensai 30 has been kicked, and this is the 6th, I think. This is the 6th flag that Japan has managed to cap, and they're executing this guy by firing squad for desertion. They executed that guy for not dying, for not going down with the ship. Rightfully so. I think that's what his commanders wanted. And there we go. that's the 9th time. That's the 9th time that Kensai has been kicked. It seems like he's actually Russian staff fighting for the enemy. That is a plot twist bigger than R. Kelly's songs right there. Togawa managed with their predator eyes, managed to get this lone survivor here. Seems like this man is running towards him and absolutely just fucking like running for him. Dude, he's gonna stab him, London style, Birmingham. Let's see who wins here. Both have no morale whatsoever. It's Japan and Japan, Russia versus Russia. Who will win? Russian 7-foot grenadier or some Japanese twink from the mainland? And it seems like some Japanese twink from the mainland won against the Russian grenadier. That is an unexpected turn of events that I didn't even write that on the script, by the way. When I was planning this battle and I was writing the script, I didn't put that in bold letters. I honestly, that's the type of battles you can get here in Jai Arbiter's Balancing Emporium. Not sponsored at all. I just have huge respect for Jai Arbiter. It seems like they have Russia and Togawa have just decided to just company blink to each other. And wait, what? Where did they go? Oh, and we have. Seems like we have lost both sides actually. Let me. There we go. They're back at their spawn. There we go. They're all in melee right now, and seems like Russia just lost their flag again. God damn. Russia having no flag right now. Just absolutely fucking like this is just a shit show at the moment because and they just spawned a Russian flag. Okay, that's well worth the fighting, I think, and they just lost 2nd time. Anyhow, wonderful match, lads. Wonderful match. Could have been better, but that concludes the 1v1 between Ruskia Imperia and the Tokugawa Bakufu with 645 points to Russia Imperia and 2,188 points to the Shogunate. See you next time for another battle that I will be casting, hopefully, and hopefully as well it will be better experience than this. This is kind of important balancing, but then again, it is what it is. Now, see you next time. Jai out.